Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I am JohnAvanti. And in this video we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to review an older but yet reliable, fast boat. And the boat is a 2008 Yamaha FX Cruiser 1.8, 180 horsepower. Now you could buy a lot of skis out there for $15,000, $16,000, $17,000, and you're not going to get a very affordable ski that's 180 horsepower, that's 4-stroke, for a little bit of money. So let's check out this ski, and then you guys can let me know what you think about it. Yamaha FX Cruiser in white and black and gray and chrome, and this is such a beautiful ski. The new 2025 Yamaha FX Cruisers are completely different than this boat here, but you know, the engine is what it is. This is a very, very reliable engine, and it's a very fun ski to drive. So let's start out with here. This is the fuel fill, and I think it takes 15 gallons of fuel, and you could probably get 8 miles per gallon on this boat, depending how fast you go, how much throttle you give it. And taking a look at the front end, you know, it's a pretty aggressive ski. You kind of have a lot of protection here. I mean, if you look at the front, now this is the newly designed ski for 2008, because I think they came out with the 4-strokes FX Cruisers in 2004, and then they made this ski, which has a lot more features, and I'll explain to you what it is. But this is a very big ski. Like the mirrors are more tucked in, if you look at the mirrors, and then you open the hatch in here and just push it up. And it's not a giant compartment, but you could keep stuff in here. You know, it's not giant. This is an access door for the fuel tank, and you have another access port here. I don't even know what's in there. Let's just take a quick look. So I bought this jet ski used, or waverunner, whatever you want to call it. And I've had Yamahas before. Oh, so that's just a big hole. You could probably put something in here. I mean, if you're creative, you can put like a sleeve in there and store things in it. And it's pretty waterproof. I mean, there's the raw fiberglass. And this is an all fiberglass hull. So getting this on is not fun. So if you're out in the water, you don't want to take this off, because I'm going to put it on later, because it's going to be a pain in the neck to put it on. And one thing I want to know, you would notice, is like from 2008 they have this shock here. It still works, you know, but it's like all rusted out here, and here it's all rusty, but this is held up apart. And this is basically like a one-owner ski. What I understand is that the original owner gave this ski to his niece, and then for free, and then she sold it to me. And you have this hump in here, so when you do put extra stuff, you have this extra space. Maybe you could put towels on the top and just stuff this thing massively. And here's the latch. Looks like it's in great condition, and you push that down, and that opens this back part here, this big case. And yeah, it's all plastic construction. You have here this nice chrome accent, and here you have the Yamaha pistons. These are pistons, and all Yamahas have this insignia, even the outboards. Here you have this nice pinstripe. Now I think all the Yamahas, even the VXs and the VX Cruisers, have this hole. They all use the same hole. They just change the motor. Yeah, here's some more fiberglass. Now this here is the reverse. So you would pull this back. Now it's easy to do when you're in the seat, because this is at a bad angle, and you have tilt wheel. So if let's say you want to stand up and ride, you have a tilt steering, which is cool, and it's right here. And then you have this compartment where you can keep whatever. It's pretty big. I mean, it's pretty big. This is the lanyard. There's some other things that I got with the boat, and I'm pretty happy with it. So this is, yeah, so that closes. It's probably not waterproof because it's not really tight, so I got to look into that. And here are your foot where you put your feet when you're riding. And this is another place where to keep your feet. This is a 3-passenger boat, so it's 1, 2, and 3. Now if you didn't get the cruiser, you would get a different seat. Get this in a cheaper model, you don't get this hump, but I really don't even think that hump is worth it, because if you ever have to redo this seat, like put new fabric, it costs way more money than to just put a straight out seat without this hump. And this is the footwells. Now there's no water drainage like on the new ones. These are the pontoons. This is what gives you stability in the turns. Taking a look at the hull. You know, the hull is pretty nice. It's like a boat. It's like a V-shape hull. Yeah, it's not bad. There's no scratches, nothing on this. This boat is mint. I think I got a really good deal on it, and I'm really happy. After selling my Sea-Doos, that I didn't want to lose too much money in those things, so I figured let me get rid of them while I got the chance. This probably was an option, this tow down bar. So they must have added this. And these are the plugs, so when you go out you put these plugs in, and this prevents water from going inside. Now some people put bilge pumps in there, so you'll have the water be pumped out while you're riding. They'll put a hole in the boat, or maybe through here, and the water just pumps out if the water starts getting into the boat. This is a hook where you can like tow people behind here, and it says right here, FX Cruiser Yamaha. And there's a lot of bumpers, a lot of bumpers here. You know, this boat is in great condition. Water shoots out of here, so while you're driving, the water shoots out. And there's another place where the water shoots out. I'm going to show you once I get there. And I'm not sure if it's on both sides or just one side. But it says here, Coast Guard. Yeah, not too much information. Fire extinguisher container inside here. We'll open that up in a minute. And here's a side view of the boat. Yeah, it's a really nice boat. I mean, little accent there. It's very good condition. Very good. So it says here, the craft complies with SAE and rated for 3 persons capacity. So that's a lot. I mean, you don't want to put 3 giant adults on this boat. You just, but I highly doubt if it'll sink. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we're gonna get on top and get a better look. On this side is the same thing, but now there's another port here. If you see that, where my finger is, water comes out of there. So the water gets sucked in from the bottom, and then it comes out of here and through the back, and it cools the engine. So let me get on board, and I'll show you some more features of the boat. So when you're sitting in it, you know, you have here tilt and trim. Tilt and trim. So you would take this, there's a little handle here, right? And then this has neutral, so the boat is flat. Now if I want to bring the nose up, I go down 1, and if I want to bring the nose down, I go up 1, right? So neutral. So it'll just give you a little bit of a drier ride, where the Sea-Doos have a way much better lift, but those are more electronic, newer Sea-Doos. Maybe the older Sea-Doos not so much. So let me put the lanyard in. I think we're gonna get power. So these are the mirrors. There's me. Nice big mirrors. So now the older FX Cruisers, I think, had a different mirroring system. And this is a compartment. This is not a fuel fill, so never put fuel in here. And this is where, oh, there's some change in there. I don't know if you could see that. And this is somewhere where you could like put your cell phone and, you know, whatnot. And it's a little storage compartment. Allegedly it's waterproof, so you just close it tight. And here's a cup holder, nice cup holder. So I don't think I can just turn on. I think I have to start the boat in order to get the controls to work. But you have here, I don't even know, I can't even read that. This says here, let me see if I could just, sport mode, speed RPM, and this says boat something. Now I don't know if these do anything, but these do something. And then you get the hours, the fuel gauge is here. I mean, I can start up real quick. Yeah. So it's 149 hours. And that's it. I mean, so this is RPMs and this is speed. Yeah, so it sounds good. It sounds really good. So now it's on. Okay. So, okay, I didn't even check to see if this works. I don't even know what this is. But it has the speed, the RPMs, and there's a warning here. So then you would put your hand in here and that pops up nice and easy. And then here's your throttle right here. Right? And this is the tilt and trim. So if you want to stand up, you put it all the way up. When you're sitting down, you can lower it a little bit like that. And you can't start the boat without having a lanyard in it, but you could stop it, right? But if you want to stop it by hand while keeping the lanyard, you could do that. But if you just want to stop the boat, that comes off. Now you're supposed to connect this to your life jacket or to your wrist, so if you do fall off the boat, the jet ski will stop and it won't run you over or somebody else. And that's a little better look at the inside. All right, so we're going to take the seats off, get a better look. And now a lot of guys, like, you could take this boat and rig it up for, you know, for fishing. I'm not sure if they sell a part that so there's basically like a handle here and that lifts off. Let's see if I get this off one hand. There it goes. Yeah. And that lifts off. So now in here, let me go to the other side. So in here is the battery. So there's plenty of room in here to add a battery and add all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure what this whole thing here is, but this could be the exhaust for something. I'm not sure. I don't know what all that is. This goes from there to I don't know, but he said there's a new battery in here. But some people, this is the washdown here. So what people do is they'll take this out, extend the hose, and put the washdown out here, so you don't have to take the seat off every time you want to wash it down, and it's easy to put it back in. And now we're going to take a look at the motor real quick, all one-handed. All right, so there you go. So this is the infamous MR1 20 valve fuel injected motor. It's like a motorcycle engine. That's how you check the oil. And underneath this cover is the spark plugs and the fuel injectors. And this is a port injected engine. It's not direct injection, it's just port injection. So you're never gonna have carbon fuel fill up. All you need is regular gasoline in here. You don't need premium. If you get the FX HO, then you're gonna not need to put premium gas. But this ski's fast enough. I mean, I've had skis, and really, to go 70 miles an hour, you need to be on a flat lake. You ain't gonna go 70 miles an hour on waves, 1 or 2 foot. You're gonna go flying up in the air. And this is the business end. This is the impeller where there's a propeller in there that pushes the water that goes in, and this is how you steer. This turns left and right, and then the trim, this goes up and down, and it pushes the boat up a little bit. And supposedly this is in good shape. And this part here is the reverse here. So you would put this down, and then it just pushes the boat, and you go backwards. We saw the plugs. I have like new plugs, but you just put these in. I have self-bailing plugs at home, so you just put that in like that, and then if you get a self-bailing plug, you put that in there, and then the water will just come out on its own without even having a bilge pump. In case water does get into the motor, you won't get full of water. And this is all in good shape, all this rubber, you know, it's in pretty good shape. Here's the whole ID. There's nothing really scratchy about it. So what you could do is you can get a crate that I have, put it on here with the strap it to here, probably strap it to here, the crate, and you'll have a fishing cart. You can put a cooler, fishing rods, and you can go fishing on this. You could just like come in the back of the boat, sit on here, fish anywhere in the boat. A lot of guys, what they do too is they'll attach fishing rods to here, right on the side here, 2 on the side, and then you can go fishing like very shallow water. You could probably ride this ski in maybe 2 feet of water, you know, depending on how much weight you have. But you do want to, but you may not want to. You don't want to get crap sucked into your engine. All right, guys, so we got the ski in the water, and yeah, the ski so far runs good. I'm happy with it. All the features work, the reverse, the tilt trim, and it's got power. I got a full tank of fuel. And I gotta say though, like comparing the Sea-Doos that I had to this FX Cruiser, this is a lot more responsive in power. It sounds different, and you can see the water's coming out pretty good. The GTXs are a lot quieter. The Sea-Doos, much more quiet engine. So this is where everybody comes and hangs out. Guys, back home safe and sound on the dock. This dock fits this ski perfect, and this thing has so much power, way more power than the Sea-Doo GTXs.